So we're going to be creating another section, which is the review section now. All right, for this review section, we're going to look at it very well. It has this write-up, reviews, what other people say, and then it has three cards. All right, it has three cards. This is to tell you that this review and what are people saying is in one section on its own, one div on its own. Then this three card is in another div on its own. That's to tell you that this whole section has two different parent div inside of it. Now, let's come here. Now, HTML, we're creating another section here. Then this section, we're going to be calling it review. All right, then this review, it has two sections inside of it. The first div, we're going to write the topic. Let's just name it topic. Now, what do we have inside of it? Review and what people are saying. That is, you can just create um the first one to be span, and then this span, we'll call it review. Review. Then in front of it, you can see that we have an image, so we can just add our image. The source is what? Copy. Now this is what we are doing. We have review and then we have cop, right? Let's see from our live server. You can see that we have the review and the cop now. Good. So up next is what people are saying. You can just write that in a paragraph. Outside this, you can just put paragraph. What people are saying. Okay. Okay. It's all right. What people are saying. Let's check that in our live server. What people are saying. Now, let's try this first, or let's just create these three cards. Let's just create this three card as well. This three card, we're going to be creating another div inside that same review section. Then this div, we're going to be calling the div cards. All right. So we have three cards. So we can just do dot card. Just call the three divs we're going to be creating. Just call it dot. Call the class name card. Now enter. We've created three divs with the same class name. The parent class is what? Cards. Each of the card is called what? Card. So we can just create okay. Yeah. Can just write the same thing in each of these cards. Just random something. Let's just use like a p tag, and then we'll write inside quotes. We just put like Lauren. Yeah, that should do. Then we'll just put line breaks. Just put line breaks. Let's say we put one line break here. Mm, put another line break here. Put another line break here. Put another line break. Okay, let's check that out. Okay, we can see the write-ups now, right? For the three cards. Okay, now let's do the styling together very quickly. So we've written this review and the cop image. Let's style that first. Let's go to our review section. Okay, this is dot review. I like working with background color. Let's do it a background color of red first and foremost, so that we know which section we are working with. Now this is the section. Now first off, we want to deal with this first section, and that first section is what? Let's see. That first section, we'll call it topic. So let's say I come here dot topic. let's give this topic a background color of like green, for example, so that we'll know where we are working with. Green. Okay, this is the section we want to work with first. Now you can see that from here, this review is at the middle, so we have to take it to the middle. Let's set this review. Let's set our display of the review to what? To flex. You can see that once you set it to flex, it will be aligned horizontally, but we don't want that. We want it vertically. You change the flex direction to column so that ouch, 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 ouch. I have a little mistake here. I'm coming. Okay, okay, because of this, where's our code? Because of this span and image, we're supposed to put it in a block element so that it will just, let's just say we put it inside, you can just put it inside the paragraph self. Yeah, let's just put it inside the paragraph. Then it will not be scattered again. Also go to our code and change it to column. It will no longer be scattered. Okay, you can see that now that it's no longer scattered. All right, now we can align them, align items to center, justify content to center, so that it will not be at the middle. You see it now, but this cup image is a bit big. We want it to be the same size with this review. So what I'm going to do is, let's come here and give this first p tag a class. Let's just say give it a class of like size. Then we'll come here and say dot size. We set the font size, let's say 20 px. We want it to have the same font size. Let's set it to 20 px. Right now, let's still increase it. I want it to be bigger. Make it 30 px. Okay, now this review is a bit big. Now it's left for this cup. We're going to reduce the size of this cup, so we'll come here and do dot size. What are we picking now is the image. The image, let's just set the width to like, let's say 30 px, and the height as well to like 30 px. Then we'll do object fit so that to maintain its original size to what? Contain. Alright, let's see it. You can see that the review and the cup now. Okay, we can still increase this cup a bit. You can still increase this cup a bit. Yeah, we can still increase it a bit. Let's increase it to like 32. 32. All right. Oh no, let's make it 35. Make it 35. 35. All right. This should be enough. But look at this. The review and this cup, they are aligned together on same line, but ours is as if this cup is at the top of this review. So how do you align that? You come to the main size that harbors both the span and what's it called, and set the display to what? To flex. Now once you set the display to flex, something should happen. They see that now they are aligned together. Okay, so we can increase what people are saying. Should we? Or we can just, no, let's increase it. Let's increase the font size. You can just give it a class name so that this one wouldn't be affected. Okay, you can just do dot topic, then we'll pick the p. Dot topic, what are we picking there? It's our p. You can just increase the font size to like 30 px. Right, this should be enough. Right, what is our text color there? Text color is white, so we're going to be changing text color under this topic. We're going to be changing the color to what? To white. All right, now we can remove this, what is it, the green background. Can just comment it. All right, I think we are done with this aspect. Now up next is these three box that we have, these three cards that we have. First off, we're going to pick the parent container, which we name it what dot cards. Let's give it an initial background color so that we'll know where we are working with. Let's say green. All right, say green. All right, this is where we are working with. Now for each of the card, let's do dot card. For each of the card, they have their own background color. Each of the card, they have their own background color. We're going to be giving them that. The background color is ash DBBCA1. Okay, this is the background color for each of them. Right, their divs are block element. That's why I see them like this. So let's, they are what? Look at the way they are aligned. So let's use grid to get this. Let's say the main card now give it a display of grid, right? Now nothing will change. Nothing will change until we give it our grid template columns. Now let's give it the grid template columns, and then we'll say we want to repeat it three times, and each of them should have like 250 px of width. That it should be 250 px wide. Is this enough? No, this is a bit small. Let's increase it to like 300. Yeah, 300 should do. 300 px should do. Yeah, each of them should have like 300 px of width. Now I can just give it a gap first. Let's say we'll give it a gap of like let's say they should have like 20 ps space in between them. Let's see. You see they have that space between them. Now is this 20 ps enough? Let's increase it and make it 30. Okay, giving it 30 ps, right? Okay, from here we can see that this review section actually has its original background color. So let's put that original background color and remove this green that we are using. Let's put the original background color. I'm always using a sharp color so that you know the section we are dealing with. So the original background color is 6555 and then what, 46. Right, that's the original background color, so you can see now. But then you can see that it has huh? Sorry, this is the original background color for control. This is the original background color. This is the original background color for let me take this off from here. For the review section, all right, you can see this is the original background color for it. Now there is space between this card and this write-up, and there's padding around them, so you can just give the review, give it a padding. Say top and bottom should have like 40 ps, left and right 0 ps. All right, now you can see that space here. So for this one, we'll just bring them to the middle. That we go to the parent container harboring there, which is this grid, and then we can do something like place content to what, to center, so that each of the card will come to the middle. You see it now, they're actually at the middle. Now all you need to do is give it a margin top so that it will have space from the top of it, margin top, and then we'll give it like 20 px. Okay, that is that for that. You can see that there's space around it already. And then for this write up, each of the card, we want the text to be at the middle, not just to start from here. I want them at the middle. You can just come here under each card. Under each card, you can just say text align to what? To center, so that the text will just be at the center. Do you see that now? And then we can give it a border radius of like 10 px so that it will have a rounded border. Do you see that now? It now has a rounded border. Are we together? Okay, I think that is that for that. You can still add other what is it called, other styling to it if you wish. Okay, I think we are done with that section. All right, yeah, we are done with that section. Okay, there are names under it. You can add that. That's just for your classwork. You can add that. Just add the name inside this same card. You can just add the names under it. Okay, I think you can do that. All right, then the last part of this is this section. We have this section before our footer at the end of it. Okay,